Start your day with a delicious, savory, high-protein breakfast with my crispy, cheesy potato waffles. They're combined with egg, cheese, and almond flour and seasoned with paprika, garlic, and onion powder. Then we're taking them to another level with my high-protein cottage cheese ranch dip. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes made with all-natural ingredients, then you are in the right place. To make this super easy dip, we're going to start with cottage cheese, but you could also use Greek yogurt if you prefer. To blend it smooth, you could use a blender or a food processor. I'm going to use the chopper cup that comes with my immersion blender. We're going to start with 1 cup of cottage cheese, and you're welcome to jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can just click on the link that's in the video description below, and that will take you to the full recipe with all the details. And then to add a little bit of oil and flavor, we're going to add 1/4 cup of some mayo. And this is my homemade mayo made with light olive oil that is delicious. And I've included a link to this recipe in the video description below also. Now to season our dip, you could use a ranch dip seasoning packet, or you could add the seasonings yourself. So we're going to start with 1 teaspoon of dill, 1 teaspoon of parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we'll simply put on our lid and blend it until it is smooth and creamy. Well, that looks perfect, and there's no trace of that curdled cottage cheese texture. Now we can go ahead and set this aside. To make these potato waffles, we're going to start with 1.5 pounds of russet potatoes, which is equal to about 4 medium-sized potatoes. Now I went ahead and just peeled them, and then you have several options for shredding them. You can do it with a little bit of elbow grease with just a cheese shredder, or you can use a food processor with a shredding blade like I am. So I've inserted my shredding blade, snapped in my lid, and then I'll just push the potato through with my guide. This is going to be a little loud. It doesn't get any easier than that. Now, regardless of how you shredded your potatoes, we need to extract all of the excess liquid because that water will become steam when we cook our waffles, and that won't give us as crispy of an edge. So to squeeze out the water, you could either use a mesh bag like I am, or you could spread out a clean, thin dish towel, or you could use several paper towels. So I'm just going to dump this right into the middle of my bag, and then I'll close the bag and start twisting it to squeeze out all that liquid. It's incredible how much liquid is inside a potato. Now this step will take a little bit of elbow grease, but the more water we squeeze out, the crispier our potato waffles will be. Then we're going to take a medium-sized mixing bowl and add 2 eggs. And then we'll just whisk these together until they're well combined. Next, we're going to dump in our shredded potatoes. And then for more protein and a little bit of body, we're going to add 1/2 cup of some almond flour and 1/2 cup of some shredded cheddar cheese, but you could use any cheese that you like. Then for our seasonings, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, which might seem like a lot, but keep in mind you've got eggs and potatoes in there, which really need some salt, and a few dashes of pepper. And then we're just going to mix this all together with a spatula. Now it may not look like a waffle batter, but I promise it will come together. And if you find you have any bigger chunks of potato, go ahead and just dice them up real quick with a knife. And then we can plop them right back in. Now that that's all mixed together, we're ready to make our waffles. Now you can use any size waffle maker that you like, but we have found that the mini size works the best. So I have 2 different options here. I have a very small little single mini waffle maker, and then I have a 4-up waffle maker. Now these waffles take about 6 or 7 minutes to cook, so being able to do 4 of them at once really helps save some time. So we're just going to scoop up about 1/4 cup of our waffle mixture and then place it right inside. And then we will want to spread it out so that it's nice and even. So we'll spread it just until it gets to the edge of our circle. So I'll quickly work to get all 4 of these filled. And then we simply close the lid and then wait for about 6 or 7 minutes or until it's toasted on both sides. We'll go ahead and put this little guy to work too. And now we patiently wait and enjoy the wonderful aroma. So it's been about 6 minutes and our waffles are nice and crispy. And it looks like they both got done at about the same time. So to protect that non-stick surface, we want to use a silicone utensil to be able to pull them out. Put them right here onto our little cutting board. Oh, those look so good. And after you do your first batch, you can kind of gauge how much batter you can put inside of your waffle maker. So it looks like I could probably add a little bit more than I did before. And if the liquid starts to kind of separate in your batter, go ahead and just give it a quick stir and it will all come back together. Ready for round number 2. We'll close our lid and let that go for about 6 minutes. Now we have this gorgeous stack of crispy, cheesy potato waffles. My favorite way to enjoy them is on a plate, and then with a nice dollop of our cottage cheese ranch dip, And to add a little more color and even more flavor, a little scoop of my homemade ketchup that is made all natural and sweetened with honey. And then I just diced up a few little green onions. I love how aesthetic that is with all those colors. Sure, we get a bite with all the flavors. That is delicious. I love how the cheese and potatoes are really crispy on the outside and then just soft and flavorful on the inside. And then adding the creamy ranch flavors from the cottage cheese as well as that little kick from the ketchup is so good. I love that this is a way you can start your day with a savory breakfast that is made with all natural ingredients. And I love that I can make a big batch of these at once and then store them in the fridge. And then my kids can just pull one out, throw it in the toaster, get it nice and crispy and warm again, and eat it for a quick breakfast. And I just want you to know that I believe in you and your ability to create the healthy recipes that you dream of. And I'm just here to support you in any way that I can. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. I've included a link in the video description below to the full recipe, which is on my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you know someone else who you think would love this recipe, please share this video with them. And I cannot wait to have you join me again in my kitchen.